Go do it. Make your smartwatch the primary device for the digital stuff. That's the conclusion after living 100 days with my Apple Watch as the device of choice when it comes to digital interactions. And of course, you cannot really do much on that small surface, right? It's the bare minimum you can get. But trust me, the view, the approach I'm choosing now helps me set better boundaries to this more capable device, which is our smartphone. And everybody is using it on a daily basis. It's basically a key to our online services. We cannot basically live without it because it's such an enabler, right? We do all sorts of different things through this single touch screen. And at least in my life, it got to the point where I wanted to make additional shift. Let's say digital minimalism is the first stage where you try to optimize the app usage on your smartphone, right? That's what I did. And that is what I talked about in the previous video as well. So I made sure I didn't have all apps installed on my phone and different sort of strategies to incorporate this. But there came a point where I felt like, all right, I don't really need that device with me so often anymore because it's already restricted to a certain degree, and it unlocked this new level of digital minimalism that I wanted to try out. So that's what I did 3 months ago, roughly speaking. And the result is my screen time went down. I cannot talk in percentages, but I have this general sense that I'm not taking my phone with me at all times. I'm going, I take my car, go outside my home, and I don't take my phone with me because I have the same SIM card in the smartwatch, so I'm reachable. If somebody needs to talk to me, they know they should use my phone number. And everything else is deferred to the point I get back home and then I skim through the notifications that are potentially there and sort them out, right? So there is this additional boundary that I intentionally set so that I'm optimizing for presence and maximum living in the now. So I think this approach really establishes that and helps me do it more efficiently, right? So the priority is basically to remain in the digital space, not living in completely, but staying in the space, being available, but not at all times. And this is what happens with the wrist first approach, as I call it. Basically, you can feel, maybe if you imagine this in your head, you feel like, all right, so then there will be notifications on my wrist forwarded from my phone, right? I will be even more immersed. That's what everybody thinks when they see the Apple Watch on the wrist of somebody. But I don't think this is the case. It's just a matter of configuration, and so you have to go through the settings to set turn off unnecessary notifications, uninstall the apps you don't want to have, and basically this is just the initial setup you have to go through in order to basically reduce the amount of disruptions that come to you through the wrist, through this small digital device. And so I would encourage everybody who's watching to consider going wrist first. I think this is basically my conclusion, because through this approach, I'm able to stay paper first. Paper first life is the practice I'm living, basically. So basically, my analog journal is the first like central source of truth, and my watch helps me live this way. Basically, this device helps me offload my thoughts, track basic habits through my apps, JoeX and Axis, that you can check out in the description of this video. And then, only then, I reach out to phone. When there is activity, I cannot sort using the two systems, so the analog journal and the wrist first device. And this gives me much more space to explore the present moment, to be with people I am surrounded with, and basically set the right boundaries these devices deserve. Yeah. So basically, I'm able to pay with my credit card. I'm able to call and message people through dictation. I don't need to type it. I just tell it, and on device it happens, right? It just translates. It's not so precise. You sacrifice the precision here sometimes, but I feel like it's trade-off worth making, because it gives me so much more space to just immerse myself in the now, and not being pulled out of the moment so often. And of course, there are instances where you have to have your phone. Of course, you just take it because for example, my watch doesn't connect to my Apple CarPlay, right? Only iPhone does. So whenever I want to listen to music, to my albums, I have to take my phone with me. And whenever I want to use navigation, that's another case where it's needed. But you start to see the boundary more clearly and adopt, you realize that you don't need your phone as often as you thought you need it. That's my conclusion of this experiment, and I highly encourage everybody who is watching to maybe consider or even reconsider using this device in your life, because it definitely brought me benefits, and I believe it can do so in your case too, because yeah, the fruits are clear. I'm immersed in the now, even more so when I have the freedom to leave my phone at home. And that's basically the point of it, right, of this whole experiment. And hope you get something out of this video, and see you in the next one. Cheers.